and serve him in truth with all your heart. For consider how great things he hath done for you.
Right. So, say only fear the Most High. We know the fear of the Most High is what?
Beginning of wisdom.
To be afraid.
It's the first thing with
Be afraid, right? But what's fear of the Most High is what, Tony?
To keep his laws, statutes, and commandments.
We go over this all the time. Proverbs 1 and 7. See, the answers are in the scripture. That's why I say y'all got to study. Proverbs 1 and 7.
Proverbs chapter 1, verse 7. The fear of the Most High is the beginning of knowledge.
See, the fear of the Most High is the beginning of knowledge. My people are destroyed for lack of, read it,
Knowledge.
knowledge. So, as many times as we go over this, it's got to sink in some kind of way. Read.
But fools despise wisdom and instruction.
Right, so fools despise wisdom and instruction. So the wisdom is coming, it's just, and the instruction is coming, so you don't want to be a fool. But fools despise wisdom and instruction, because it's coming, it's the same thing that's been coming all the time.
Question. Is wisdom and knowledge the same in so many ways?
Wisdom is a proper application of knowledge.
Proper.
Wisdom is how you apply knowledge. The proper application of knowledge. Knowing something. And once you know how to properly apply the knowledge, then you have understanding. But apply the knowledge and the wisdom, then you have understanding. So, when you look at Samuel saying, "Oh, only fear the Most High and serve Him in truth with all your heart." So, serve Him with truth, in truth. So, what's the truth? Psalms 119, 142.
Psalms chapter 119, verse 142. Thy righteousness is an everlasting righteousness, and thy law is the truth.
See? The law is the truth. That's why I asked y'all, what did Mashiach mean by "I am the way, the truth, and the life"? But if you don't really know from what is already said, mind you, we're going into what it is that he had to go by, and that is what? The Old Scrolls, the Old Testament. So, Samuel is saying way back here in 1 Samuel, only fear the Most High, verse 24 of the 12th chapter. He said, only fear the Most High and serve Him in truth. Serve Him in truth. With all your heart, with all your spirit and mind. Well, consider how great things He has done for you. So now, he said we gotta fear Him, have the knowledge of the Most High, and serve Him in truth. According to what? Read, what is the truth?
Psalms 119, verse 142. Thy righteousness is an everlasting righteousness, and thy law is the truth.
And the law is the truth. So we gotta serve the Most High, fear the Most High, according to His laws, such commandments. That's like His rules and regulations. So it's like if you don't fear Him, as brothers say, as far as being afraid of Him, according to what He has given us to follow, He said, you don't follow me, what He say He gonna do? He gonna bring these curses on us. That's what we're in the condition we in now. Because nobody feared Him. Nobody really looked at the knowledge of the Most High. The beginning of knowledge to fear Him, that you can actually do what's right and be put above all the nations. When we was righteous, you don't say nothing about nothing happened to us. We had peace during the time of a leader that was righteous in the eyes of the Most High. When we had a wicked one that came under, Most High cursed. Then He sent a nation. We went through the many captivities that we've been under. You read them in Judges. They tell you. Many, many captivities that we've been under. Mostly all these nations had a part in having us under their hands. You gotta look at, they look at us like, can you imagine us coming out of Egypt? That's what the Most High made them a name. That's what the Mashiach was. It was bad, man. That wasn't powerful. The Red Sea opening up. They still have Pharaoh's chariots in a museum in Cairo, Egypt. Can you imagine how people think about? We had a sacrifice. We out there sacrificing, priest over the sacrificing, and the parts that we don't eat is like the liver and the bladder and the kidneys and all that. We got it over here in the fat of the animal, and the Most High sent fire from sky down, not lightning, fire from sky, and it's consume it up. Are you serious? Them nations, man, they was like, whoa! They were afraid of us. They were afraid of us. Like they're afraid of us now. Like that what's his name? The owner of the Dallas Mavericks, talking about VC, the brother come walking down the street with a hoodie on. He gonna walk across the street. No matter what side, he said what side, just a hoodie on, he up there afraid. You know what I mean? On the real. I mean, it tells you that. I mean, y'all understand. Get Wisdom of Solomon. The 5th chapter. Tell you. I mean, they're afraid. I mean, Wisdom of Solomon 5:1. Read that. I mean, when you understand the power that the Most High has endowed us, I'll say nothing more powerful than the truth. Listen to this.
Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 5, verse 1. Then shall a righteous man stand in great boldness.
Well, first he got to stand. He ain't going to be sitting behind no computer. He ain't going to be sitting up there doing under his woman, or, you know, because we see how the cast, we out there teaching. His sister be saying, come on, brother, be all into it. Come on. And then he right behind her. He'll be a real man. A righteous man going to stand. First he going to stand in what?
In great boldness.
In great boldness where?
Before the face of such as have afflicted him.
And we've been afflicted in America, for real, by all oppressors. So he said, we're going to stand in his face, read.
And made no account of his labor.
And made no account of our labor. We work for free. Slavery was about freedom, free labor. 400 years of free labor and more. Because they still making money off of us. Regardless, we ain't free yet.
No, sir.
That's right. Go ahead.
When they see it.
When they see us standing in great boldness in the face of such have afflicted us and made no account of our labor, read.
They shall be troubled with terrible fear.
They're going to be troubled with what?
Terrible fear.
So how is it that we have a problem in doing whatever the Most High say we're supposed to be doing as righteous men? Now you're not righteous, you ain't gonna want to do this. Because you don't have that spirit of what the Most High said. You don't understand what he's saying spiritually. This is all spiritual, brothers. It's all spiritual. This is not something that you just take for granted and say we just going through formality, man. That's what a lot of brothers and sisters going through formality. Get our second Timothy 1:7. See? And when you understand this in these last days, this is how you operate. Now that you know that they could be troubled with terrible fear by us standing boldly in their face. Most High said this, read.
2 Timothy chapter 1, verse 7. For the Most High hath not given us the spirit of fear, but of power.
See, so the Most High don't give us the spirit of fear. So if he don't give us the spirit of fear, where'd that come from? Who would it come from? Satan. That's right. So you got real men, righteous men. It said, a righteous man stand in great boldness. So if you ain't righteous, that's why you might be afraid to stand. Somebody be afraid to stand. Because they're really not righteous, because if you be righteous, you got to go through all the things that the Most High said we got to go through. It's all here. Street teaching, it's all here in the scriptures. Ain't nothing that we just made up.
Right.
It's right here in the scriptures. How it was done, the whole bit. Standing up on a pulpit and got brothers on this side, brothers on that side, dropping it. As Israel sit there and heard the word. Not no couple of hours either.
Right.
We went through that.
Right.
6 hours, another 6 hours. Man, we was on it, man. We was in it. It was part of us. Like the churches do. Like they go to church in the morning. Sometimes they be there a long time, hours and hours. Anybody that know they went to church, people that go to church, yeah.
And excited to go there for 12 hours.
Right. And here we are. We know the truth. What's wrong with us? That's why I said we're going to discount someone that's doing something that we're supposed to be doing. We're supposed to be the light to show them how it's supposed to be done. We looking at them. I got to say it. I see them doing it. Sometimes they shut themselves in.
Right.
For days. Here we are, we just They just don't have the total truth, you know. We know in part, prophesy in part. So you can't just say, oh, everything that they dealing with, we can't deal with it. No. But there's some things that are right. It's just they don't have the truth. You know what I mean? The truth in essence of the Most High's laws, statutes, commandments. They've been brainwashed, brain dirty. Not washed, because to be washed is to be cleaned up. So that's another lie they say. We brainwashed because you believe something that's a lie. You know what I mean? You're brain dirty. It's opposite. So when you think, I always said that when I got the truth, if you think pretty much opposite of what they have taught us, then you can pretty much be on point. You know, and I have Illuminati tapes from the 90s, man, where they show you, they put it in your face here, they tell you, right down here, the devil. The devil's right down here, but they put a bright light in front of your face to show you that this is what's going on. But it's behind the scenes, it's the devil. Satan is working behind the scenes, but they put it in your face like, and that's what everybody believes. The news, the magazines, the things that they have in the media and so forth, they put in front of your face, but behind the scenes, there's something going on. Always something else, another agenda. You know, like 911, come on. That's crazy, that was crazy. Yes.
You know, I wanted the same thing too. I don't have any proof on this though, but you know, every year they do Super Bowl, and like all the countries, nations, Israel included, we get locked into the Super Bowl. But what happens if they're doing something behind the scenes on that one day?
Yeah, that's what
That'd
they
be the
do.
perfect day to do something when everybody's looking at this big game.
They do it though. That's what's going on. They pass laws. They pass laws whenever we are, concentrating on something over here. They passing laws. They're doing certain things. It's being put through. Always, man. Read that again, Al. Who got it?
2 Timothy chapter 1 verse 7. For the Most High hath not given us the spirit of fear, but of power and of love and of a sound mind.
Yeah. And the only way that you can have this is if you're a righteous man. Because a righteous man going to stand and grave boldness in the face of such afflicted them and made no account of his name. When they see it, they should be feeling terrible fear. So the Most High says he don't give you that spirit of fear, but he don't give it to them because he don't know them. He ain't dealing with them. He giving us power. This power is a spiritual power. When they say power, anytime you see power for us, is spiritual power. And of love. Love is what? What's love? What's love?
Keeping
Keeping of the commandments. Keeping the commandments. Keeping the law. And of a sound mind. Your mind's supposed to be thinking right. You got to be thinking right. Ready?
Verse 8. Be not thou therefore ashamed of the testimony of our power, nor of me his prisoner.
See? Say, don't be ashamed of the testimony of a Mashiach Yahushua, nor of Paul, his prisoner. He's prisoner. Locked into this truth, man. Read.
But be thou partaker of the afflictions of the gospel according to the power of the Most High.
Read that again, because I didn't hear it quite clearly.
But be thou partaker of the afflictions of the gospel according to the power of the Most High.
Right, because the first time it sounded like you said affliction. But be thou partakers of the afflictions. You hear this? Afflictions of the gospel according to the power of the Most High. Because it's not an easy task. We're going to go through things. You know? Get Hosea 5 and 15. We're going to go through things. Affliction. Don't be, it says what? But be thou partaker of the afflictions of the gospel according to the power of the Most High. So you're going to be afflicted. You're going to go through some things. Everybody went through something. That's what I said. Everybody going through something. Read that.
Hosea chapter 5 verse 15. I will go and return to my place.
So I said the Mashiach went to return to their place, man, to the fourth dimension. Read.
Till they acknowledge their offense.
So we acknowledge what?
Their offense.
We acknowledge how we have offended the Most High. A lot of times people don't realize they offended the Most High. Because remember, we read about how he sent his messenger, his counsel, and you don't have no part of it. You don't have no part of it, then he's going to bring the affliction. Whenever you need him, he say he's going to laugh you to scorn. He's going to mock at you when your disaster and your destruction comes. We already know we're going to get afflictions. He already said we're going to get afflictions. But why do we have to be at a certain level? I remember crying to the Most High and asking him not to afflict me so hard. I got tired of getting in accidents. Trucks hit me, semi-trucks. I mean, I just cried to him. I know you said we're going to be afflicted, but not so hard, please. Accident after accident after accident, just bam, bam. That still ain't no joke, y'all. I tell you, man. Yeah.
And that pain.
That's right.
Oh boy.
That's what I'm talking about. The pain from it.
Yeah.
I remember trying to put my pants on and just became paralyzed. I could not move. And I got hit by a truck. I couldn't move. I was just there. Poof. I mean, I could go on and on for the affliction, and seriously, but that's the problem with a lot of people. They ain't been through no pain. They ain't been through enough pain and suffering. Like you said, you just said affliction. I mean, I can go through I'm going to take y'all through the afflictions of the prophets. Man, they went through it. They killed the prophets. The apostles, man, they killed all the apostles. Killed them all. Put them all to death. And the Mashiach Yahushua. So, Paul suffered a lot. He said, when Mashiach Yahushua made him, he said, you're going to suffer for my name's sake. You're going to suffer for Bahasham, Mashiach Yahushua. Say. And he suffered. Yeah.
Question, when we was getting afflicted many years ago, like before Christ, those evil kings.
Can you speak up? I can't hear you.
The evil kings before Christ, when they were afflicting the Israelites, and there were stories, I believe there's an apocrypha about the horrible things they did to Israel. Do you think that's going to be rotated in a cycle to happen again the way it happened back then?
It's already in the making.
Right.
It's already in the making.
You
It's already in the making. There's a lot of things that we see, it's just, that's why I say I keep telling you, have to have a relationship with the Most High.
That's
Shama Mashiach Yahushua. And the only way you're going to have that is to study. You got to study. You got to be in this word. You got to study. That's why you get the scriptures, the Spirit. We ask for the Holy Spirit. We get the Spirit. It's just a matter of how much do you really want to. You got to gather yourself together, regardless.
That's
What do you
right.
say? 2 or 3 are gathered in my name. I am in the midst thereof. So we got to gather ourselves together because we can't be no individualists. Can't be no individualite. We Hebrew Israelites, not no individualites. So when you look at it, when you want things to work for even those that have families, looking at our families that's not involved in this truth, at least you're there. You're there. We're making that sacrifice for everyone. But if you don't, those that look at it, they're going to do it another way. Ain't no other way, man. There's no other way. You tell me how the apostles, they had a business and all that stuff. They left everything they was doing and went out on the road. Mashiach said, follow me. And they went and followed him. When they had a problem with that restaurant, they said, hey, assign some righteous men to take care of them women. The women was tripping about waiting tables, whatever they're doing. So get some righteous men to be over them women that they know ain't gonna try and mess with their women and stuff.
Right.
You know what I mean? That was righteous. You know what I mean? Brothers, that was okay. Wasn't dealing with that. Right now, this world now, you don't get to do that. It's very few righteous men that were just, not lusting after women. That's one problem that we got. That's whoremongering. And it could be even sight-wise. Not to be actually touching and dealing with that. It's just something that, we got to deal with as men, man. It's bad. It's a stigma against us. It's not something that's going to be for us. It's something that's against us. Hosea 5:15.
Hosea chapter 5 verse 15. I will go and return to my place till they acknowledge their offense and seek my face.
To acknowledge that we have sinned against the Most High and seek his face because he turned his back on Israel. For what? Not following his laws, statutes, commandments. So now you're taught you ain't got to follow the Most High. That's what they telling you. Most people think that they don't have to follow the Most High. You just tell them, so I don't have to follow the Most High. When they say you're not under the law, statutes, commandments, they saying you don't have to follow the Most High. How you offending him? You offend him by not doing what he say do. It's simple. You don't do what I say do, I'm going to put these curses on you. And he brought them on us. That's what we did. We going to seek his face, read.
In their affliction.
In our what?
Affliction.
In our what?
Affliction.
In our affliction, read.
They will seek me early.
They're going to seek him early. But see, the thing about it, you being led right now, regardless, you got a calling. That's why the Spirit have you going to the calling. And you have a calling right now, but if you don't want to hear the calling, you don't want to follow orders, then the Most High got something for you. And see, it's going to come. It's going to come. Let's go there. Go to Proverbs 1 and 22. Proverbs 1 and 22. Let's look at what he's saying. It's very important. We can't go over this enough. And these words can apply to all of us. We just got to hear what he's saying. And don't fall short of the glory of the Most High in sin. But read.
Proverbs 1 verse 22. How long, ye simple ones, will ye love simplicity? And the scorners delight in their scorning. And fools hate knowledge.
See? How long, ye simple ones, calling you simple, simple-minded, will you love simplicity? And the scorners delight in their scorning, always going back and forth with someone. That's a scorner. When you're going back and forth, that's a scorner. And now you say you're a fool because you hate knowledge. And what is this? What is the fear of the Most High? The beginning of knowledge. So you're a fool if you hate knowledge. Read.
Turn you, Salakia, turn you at my reproof. Behold, I will pour out my spirit unto you. I will make known my words unto you.
So he said, turn you at my reproof. That means he's going to tell you what to do. And he have men that he called to be able to guide you in the right direction. Else, remember, whoever tells you something, they held accountable. At least I know if I tell you something, I'm held accountable of telling you the right thing to do. Or else the Most High going to deal with it. So it's not something that I'm just, I fear the Most High. So I know if I tell you something, it's got to be the right thing. I got to think it out. Through the Spirit, ask the Most High to guide me. And I figure that, I'm rolling in the Holy Spirit to be able to guide you to tell you the right thing to do. Read.
Because I have called, and ye refuse.
See, he calling. How he calling? How we know about what he's saying? Through his word. As we going through all these different lessons and different topics. Y'all know you've been around all these different topics that we done went over, which is a way of life. So now how do you apply it in your life? You don't want to apply it in your life, then what's the point? What's the point? You're still in the world. If you're not applying this in your life, you're still in the world. The Most High say you at war with the Most High and you the enemy of the Most High. Read.
I have stretched out my hand, and no one regarded.
See, he stretched out his hand. Mashiach Yahushua his right hand, and nobody regarded. You don't want to stretch out his left hand. You regard that. That's why he say, what, in your afflictions, when he says Satan on you, then you're going to seek him early. But listen what he say. Go ahead.
But ye have set at naught at my counsel.
See, you have said at naught all my counsel. All my counsel. Well, we get the counsel of the Most High from his word. Read.
And would none of my reproof.
Don't want to be checked. That's what he said. You don't want to be checked. Can't nobody check you. Can't nobody tell you what to do. Most High said this is where it's got to go down, but you want to find another way. Read.
I also will laugh at your calamity.
What he said, Most High said, I'm going to laugh at your calamity. That's what's in your affliction. You're going to seek me early. He said, I'm going to laugh at your calamity. Read.
I will mock when you fear.
He said,
I will mock when you fear cometh.
he said, he's going to mock when your fear cometh. He's going to make fun of you when your fear, when you finally start to be afraid of him, as the brother said. He said, he's going to laugh at you. So he's going to be mocking at you. Mocking you. Say, I will laugh at your calamity. When you start to fold, say, I'm going to laugh at you. He said, I will mock when your fear cometh. Go ahead.
When your fear cometh as desolation.
When I start destroying everything you have, you look around, you ain't have nothing. Read.
And your destruction cometh as a whirlwind.
As a whirlwind, as a tornado. Your destruction cometh as a tornado. Read.
When distress and anguish cometh upon you.
When distress, when you distressed, dealing with depression, and you get angry, coming upon you, read.
Then shall they come upon me.
See, then you're going to call on him. Then you're going to call, he say, then shall they call upon me. You're going to call upon the Most High then, Whenever you down and out, he done jacked you up. And now you down and out and say, you gonna call on them then, read.
But I will not answer.
Say, I ain't gonna answer. I will not answer. That's clear. Anybody not understand that? He said, I will not answer. Read.
They shall seek me early.
You're gonna seek him early. Remember, you still said, how you gonna seek him? Hosea 5 and 15 said what?
Hosea chapter 5 verse 15.
In
their affliction.
what?
In their affliction.
He said, what do you say, Shalas? They shall what?
In their affliction.
No.
But I will not answer. They shall seek me early.
They shall seek me early. What did it say?
In their affliction.
Go ahead. What did it say? I'm talking with you.
They will seek me early.
What did it say? In their what?
In their affliction.
In their affliction, they what?
They will seek me early.
What did it say, Shalash?
They shall seek me early.
They shall seek me early. So it says what?
In their affliction.
They're going to seek him early. In their affliction, they're going to do what?
They will seek me early.
Yeah. Go ahead, Shalash.
But they shall not find me.
There it is. But you ain't going to find him. You ain't going to find him. Read.
For that they hated knowledge.
They hated what?
They hated
Knowledge.
knowledge.
They hated knowledge. Read.
And they did not choose the fear of the Most High.
They did not choose the fear of the Most High. So he says, study to show yourself approved unto the Most High. Go ahead.
They would none of my counsel.
They ain't want none of his counsel because they figure, oh, I know just as much as this man or that woman or this man, whoever it is that the Most High using to counsel you, to bring you to the light. Read.
They despise all my
They
reproof.
despise all the reproof. Can't tell me nothing. Oh no, I know everything. I'm the wrong one. You know, you can't tell them nothing. Read.
Therefore shall they eat of the fruit of their own way.
They're going to eat of the fruit of their own way. Just how they are, their own way. That's what we're looking at. That way. They're going to eat of their own way. How they are, that's how they're going to, most likely going to make them go down. Read.
And be filled with their own devices.
Their own devices, the things that they think is working for them, he's going to use it against them. Read.
For the turning away of the simple shall slay them.
Going to slay them. Turning away of the simple, going to slay them. You're going to realize that the ones you think are simple, they're going to slay you. Read.
And the prosperity of fools shall destroy them.
Yeah, the prosperity of fools shall destroy them. The prosperity, just like, you look at the people in the world, man, they very prosperous. And they're going to be destroyed by those in the world. In the mindset of the world. Ready?
But whosoever hearkeneth unto me shall dwell safely.
Whoever hearken unto the Most High, we hearken, listen to the Most High, shall dwell safely. Read.
And shall be quiet from Salakia. And shall be quiet from fear of evil.
Gonna be quiet from fear of evil, man. Proverbs 1:22 to the end, to 33. Get Job 17 and 9. Job 17 and 9.
Job chapter 17 verse 9.
Hold up. Read that.
Job chapter 17 verse 9. The righteous also shall hold on his way,
Read that. The righteous gonna hold on his way. Read.
and he that hath clean hands shall be stronger and stronger.
Read that. He that have clean hands shall be stronger and stronger. That's what we want to have clean hands, man. What's that mean? What I always say that kind of goes right along with that.
No, you want to have blood in your hands.
You don't want to, I don't say that. Anybody remember? Clean hands, that's like what?
Stinky hand.
No, I always say something about certain things. I always say a saying all the time.
Is it a worldly saying like godliness is next to cleanliness?
No.
I think it's the,
What's the word on you when the book is closed?
oh,
Right?
yeah.
What's the word on you when the book is closed? Otherwise, once we're not in, the learning and the teaching,
Around each other.
when you're around each other, right? Are your hands clean then? You see your hands clean now. We all in the Word. We just prayed up and everything, and everybody's, all in the Spirit together. But what about when the book is closed? What's the word on it? Are you still operating in righteousness? You know what I mean? As you live your life. We got to live our life in righteousness. That's what it's saying, Righteous also shall hold on his way. And he that hath clean hands shall be stronger and stronger. That's beautiful. That is beautiful. Give me Psalms 1 and 6. Psalms, the first chapter, the 6th verse. So see, we know our way. That's what I said when I asked you from dealing with what? John 14 and 6. When Amashah answered and said, I am the way, the truth, and the life. He's the way to show us how to do what? Follow the laws, which is the truth. That's going to lead us to what? Everlasting life. But if you don't get it behind what it is that's being said, and we have said this, y'all should have this. Y'all should have this because we've been going over it. And I go over it a lot. Because I see that you're not getting it. And those that are out there that's hearing it, if you heard it before, now you're hearing it again, you can't review it, no. We just going at it another way. Most I speak once, twice, hopefully man gonna understand it. I mean, you gotta see this because you're only gonna understand it through the precepts. Through the Most High's counsel. Read on. Psalms 1 and 6.
Psalm chapter 1 verse 6. 1 and 6. For the Most High knoweth the way of the righteous.
See, the Most High know the way of the righteous. He know the way of the righteous. Read.
But the way of the unrighteous shall perish.
See, the way of the unrighteous gonna perish, man. But the way of the righteous gonna be what? Following the truth. That's gonna lead to what? Everlasting life.